Okay, today we're going to discuss the blockchain. What exactly is the blockchain? What is crypto from a foundational perspective? And I'm going to show you what the blockchain is. So, again, as I say with the videos, you want to watch them at least 2 to 3 times so you can digest the information. You can watch these videos, or listen to them while you're driving, while you're at the gym, on the bike, on the treadmill. Um, yeah, so let's get right into it, guys. So, what is the blockchain? I'm going to show you what the blockchain is. This is the blockchain. So, when you go to CoinGecko here and you scroll down and you go to Explorer, these are the different explorers that track what's going on the blockchain. And what that means is this right here. So we're going to go through these things here. So let's go to transactions. Actually, let's go to addresses. So these are Bitcoin addresses that hold Bitcoin in them. As you see, this one has 248,000 Bitcoin in this wallet address. So if we click this wallet address, okay, and we scroll down to the history of this address, this address received 0.000079 Bitcoin, 71 cents on November 17th. Okay. And these are just deposits that are going to this wallet. Okay. So this is somebody's wallet. That could be a institution, a company, a exchange, or an individual. Okay, so these are wallets. So then we're going to go to transactions. So as you see, this is it's the November 18th, and this is the block, and this is the hash. The hash is basically the fee or the part of a block that holds the transaction. So when we talk about blockchain, I'm going to show that here so you all can see what that means. So we're going to load some more. I'm going to load more. Let's see if we can get to another number here. Let me see if I can click this. Okay, that makes even more sense. So as you guys see, this block, 870,793, was the previous block, and we're going into a new block, and then we're going into the next block. That is the blockchain. So what is in a block? This is the hash. Okay, this is what's mined, and this is how many transactions were in one block. So I'm going to break down what that is here shortly. Now, you have 4,955 transactions within one block, okay? And you have computers that are set up to handle these transactions. Okay, you see these outputs here, the recipient. You see the transaction hash. You see the spending value of how much was sent over. It's basically a ledger. And these are the miners that helped to deliver transactions between me and, let's say I send it to you. So let's say I want to send $500 to you in Bitcoin, $500 worth of Bitcoin to you. So that would be there it is right there. So that would be 0.0055 and the rest of those numbers. That's how much Bitcoin I'm sending to you, because that's the value of Bitcoin today. So if I was to send that to you, I would have to send it to your address, which is similar to like a Cash App address, or a email or a number like Zelle for the people who are in the U.S. You basically have their email or their phone number or their Cash App tag, and then that's where you send their money to. And we have a computer that will mine the blockchain, the Bitcoin for you, which will help deliver that transaction over. So when you have a lot of transactions, it will equal up into this block here. So when you have these networks that are mining, that what they're doing is they are mining a block, which means they are doing they're handling transactions. And while they're handling transactions, they're breaking down this block, and they get rewarded in Bitcoin. So when this first was created, they had to create a bunch of hashes to create the first transaction to start sending money to different addresses. And when that was done, they were rewarded a Bitcoin by the hashes. So when you complete a Bitcoin, a block, and you mine a block or a percentage of a block, the miner, which is the computers, they get rewarded in Bitcoin, as in a reward for their service. So that is when people talk about mining, like you see right there, that's the reward for the entire block was 3.2 Bitcoin, which is $288,000. And that was divided by how many miners. Well, you see one miner right here, Ant Pool, is the guest miner here, and they were awarded 3.2 Bitcoin for having their computers. Like if you see those supercomputers or that room where there's a bunch of computers and they're mining, or that's what looks like a big server room or a bunch of supercomputers. That's essentially what that looks like on the outside, but on the inside, it's a bunch of this here. So if we was to go to the transactions, and let's see if we can, this transaction fee was $1.38. We're gonna reload the page. Just trying to see if we can get a quick transaction to show something else. But usually, as you guys can see, okay, there goes, okay, that wasn't one that right there. I thought it was something that popped up. But typically, as you all can see here, that's the time of when these transactions happen. And one thing about this ledger of the blockchain, you cannot go back and edit this transaction on the blockchain because it's continuous and going in that direction, going into the next block. So why does the price increase on Bitcoin? Because what's happening is, as you mine Bitcoin, in the beginning, the math problems were easy to decipher, and you're dealing with cryptology, and that's where you get the crypto from the currency. And the currency is basically like different foreign countries. So you have the peso, you have the Canadian dollar, you have the US dollar, you have the Australian dollar, you have the euro, you have the pound. Those are different currencies, right? And so when you have cryptocurrencies, you have digital currencies that have to be created using cryptology to decipher it. So that's what that essentially is when it comes to what's happening in the background. So you have a lot of transactions going on. You have people who make money from the block of transactions. So a big block of transactions are there people getting percentages of that. And it's making the price of Bitcoin go up because every block it gets harder as the blocks go up and these blocks here, the rewards um, and the Bitcoin that you get dramatically go down because of how hard it is to mine as it gets more Bitcoin that are mined. So if you go here and you see that the total amount of Bitcoin is 21 million and we're at 19 million Bitcoin right now. And Bitcoin started in 2008. So as you guys can see, majority of the Bitcoin has been mined. That's why the price is so high, because as you all remember in one of the first videos, the market cap is current price times circulating supply. So the circulating supply is so low in Bitcoin, which is why the price is so high. So when you look at other crypto like XRP, which is a lot of people's favorite for whatever reason because it's marketed to you and people just hear about it all the time, look at the total supply. The total supply is in the billions. That's why the price is so low relative to the market cap size. But we go off of market cap. We don't go off of price, because price does not determine how much money we make. It's about the market cap and how much the asset has gained in value. Okay, so if you get a market cap size of 1 million and it goes to 100 million, you made 100 times your money, regardless of the price, because the market cap may increase the value. So that's like getting a house for $1 million, and the price of that house goes to 100 million. You made 100x on your money because that's an asset. The value of the asset was increased. But the fact that we are in financial markets like these, we're able to get fractions of the price because they have fractions of Bitcoin. And people who are in stocks understand shares. But in crypto, we don't have shares, we have currencies. So we have multiple Bitcoins, or we have fractions of Bitcoin, or we have fractions of currencies. That's our version of a stock, is we have fractions or we just have currencies. So if you are in Forex, then you all would know, or if you ever heard of Forex, is basically the same thing, but these are digital currencies, and you can make a lot more money in cryptocurrencies than foreign exchange, which is Forex. So that's what that is, guys. This is what's going on in the background, and I'm gonna do another video a little bit. I would say probably soon, that will go into a little bit more technical stuff of what's going on in the background. But just because you know about the background doesn't mean that you'll make money in investing, because that's a whole other thing that you have to learn. But I just want you all to understand what's going on in the background. Peace.